Okay, let's do the skinning. For me, at least, skinning is not the funniest part. It's like the most important part, but it's not so funny. That's why I activate the streaming modes with the lights, the fans, the good stuff, the beer, because it's easier to skin. So let's just enjoy it, okay? For this, we're going to be probably using the sets. It's the easiest way to do it. You will have like in every head that you find. I usually blur this because I wasn't blurring it, so in the best video I put like a black screen, but in this one I just did the code. And we're going to go to face, and in the skull, we're going to be painting the skull. This one is probably the easiest one. You go into here and press down. It's going to give you like the local, that is like the joint in here. That is going to have all the information. So let's put all the information there. I'm probably going to do it with ng. So let's just grab ng. This is non-commercial because I'm not doing anything commercial in here. So paint, and we're going to paint everything to this one. So flat. I don't know why it's looking so ugly. Let's try not that. I don't know why the view is looking that bad. I have to just turn it on, probably. This is the one that we want. And we have the body square. Okay, I just needed to turn this one on. Okay, okay. And now I'm just going to be painting the lower one that doesn't have anything, as you can see. For this one, I believe the easy thing is just doing it by selection, but I just need to remove the joints. And doing it by selection from the bottom to the top. So first let's paint the bottom. And let's see if the topology is nice. So let's remove all the unnecessary stuff. I'm probably not going to be painting this like perfectly. I'm just going to try to, at least on camera, because it can take like a lot of time. I don't want to waste your time. So you can probably learn a thing or two. I'm also going to try to do it slow, a little bit slower, because last video I saw it, I was going like super fast. But let's see, I'm using ng, so the paint, I'm going to be adding it, and value 1 is probably normalized, so that is fine. It's not adding, so probably replace, but it's not adding it. Let's see. Paint, there we go, we have the upper, we just need to do the upper now. For the upper, let's do it again with selection, and we like string selection. I probably want the ears to move with the top part, but I don't really want this. I want the nose. I believe this one is actually fine. So probably we need a little bit more in here and in here. So let's do a row and a string. Actually a row. And we can just edit this later. So paint, replace, upper, float, and the mirror is going to be in the mirror. Positive to negative and mirror. And then we have it, then let's do a like a smooth pass, because this one is a little bit too strong now. So I'm just going to do this set weights, smooth, probably like 10. Apply a couple of times, and there we go. Let's make controllers a little bit better. I just like it like this. You can do it whatever you want. I just find this to be like nice for this color. Animators may complain, so for doing anything, just ask your animator, and you will probably won't be able to do this because the tool is not released yet. I need to release it, but the thing is that I have like a lot of stuff from my current studio that I cannot release, so I need to find a way to share the tool without all the custom codes from the current system, so it's not that easy. I don't really know if people wants to use it or not, so it's like a lot of time that I'm not sure if it's going to be good invested. So let's see. Working perfectly. Let's move it a little bit more. I'll probably just remove lower part, and for doing this, I'm just going back to this one. And the null, I'm just going to copy weights to clipboard, and in this one, I'm just going to paste weights with replace. So it doesn't have the upper smooth. I believe this is fine. We can just edit later. And the eyes, don't worry about the eyes. Then we are going to be adding all the stuff with the alt extra geo. So I'm just caring about this one. And this one is not looking that nice, obviously. So let's smooth it a little bit. And let's try again moving the upper one to see. I don't like it. Of this, I believe we need to do a little bit better. So let's do another layer. This is going to be smooth. This is going to be clean, null. And in this one, I'm just going to pay the null a little bit better. So add all this. We can also paint the blend shape that we're creating, because as I told you, this is like a local system. We can just paint that blend shape, but I prefer doing a screen because I have tools for exporting for the screening. We can also use the the skin tools, so yeah, I believe this is working now, nicer. Let's see. This is just like for half the animation, have a little bit better, and the controllers to follow something. So that's why, see, just do a mirror. Let's save increment because we finished the one. I usually save like whenever I finish like one step, so I know that I can return to that screening especially. So usually in the studio we have like a saving system that allow me to save like per like with names. So that's better. Then we go to eyes. The eyes are a little bit like of pain in the ass, to be honest, but it's inverted as you can see. So we just need to switch this. It's probably because the guy that put the guides on the system put them like backwards. So we have two options. We can just like redo it, or let's be lazy and do it like this. For now, just for this one. We can just rename them because this one is slower and the other is upper, but all good. That is because when, for example, when you put like the guides, it's important. The guide is learning, so I don't really complain. It's super nice, it's super good. But this is the first time using mutant tools for faces, so it's a little bit like complicated to be honest. It's like a learning curve, like anything. So if you see like the eyes, the upper is set to be the lower and vice versa. So if you just do this, let's put this like on the script editor. You can do it like from here. We're going to copy the lower and put it in the upper, and this one in here, and we can rebuild. For the rebuilding, we just need to delete the panel. We actually can keep it and just click build, delete and rebuild, and it's going to build everything. So it's building. Let's just wait. I'm just going to pause the video. Nice. We finished the reels. The geo is like hidden because I hid it, right? So if I go back to school, it's going to have like it's not going to have the screening. We need to like import export it, but I don't really have the compatibility right now because again it's built from the studio for the studio only right now. So I'm just going to do like a messaging reference editor, copy skin weights, and that's it. Let's go to desktop. It is in Mono Luis, and I believe was Mono 1, probably. The MA. So let's do this. Again, this is not ideal, but it is what it is. So let's copy the screen weights. Let's find red in 10 seconds. So we just go to build phase. It is in body locals. No, that's the guide. That's the build. Where's the build? I don't have the build. I probably, I need to save this one as 3 and reference number 2. Let's see. Sorry again for the long video. Probably nobody's going to watch it. If you're watching it, let me know in the comments. But I probably read it one day. So let's save this. Let's click reference, replace, and replace it for number 2. And let's see. Chimrup. Mutant build. This file is so heavy because they have like muscles and bones and everything, so it's like super heavy. So let's see. Mutant tools group. We go into rig, we go into miscellaneous. That's why it's important for you to know what is what. And then we go into these ones. Body skull, that's the one we use. That's the separate one. This is the one. So this is the skull one. Then we go to the current one. Rig, miscellaneous, skull. We want the local rig, skull, local rig. This one, a skin, copy skin grids, and we're done. We lose the ledgers, but whatever. I don't really care that much. Copy skin grids. Reference remove. And it's probably going to be fine. So we're not even going to check it. Oh, we did lose like the controllers, but that was super fast. So let's go to the eyes. They're probably working fine now. Let's see. See, that was the issue. So nothing major happening, and we're just going to skin it super fast. So for the eyes, again, we're going to put everything into the node one. Where is the node one? I have no idea, so let's search it. Let's see if this works. There we go. Look. And again, onto NG. So let's close this. We don't really need it. We don't really need this. Let's go into NG. This is Sutools. This is amazing tool. I love Sutools. It's so nice. Let's go into NG. It's already in here, I believe. Yeah. Initialize it, and we're going to be painting the upper one in a separate layer. So gray layer. This is going to be uppers, and we're going to be selecting all the left up eyes. So much. I don't know why they have so much, to be honest. 64 seems a lot for this. So probably the guide wasn't well placed, or I believe it was placed in the high, not in the low geometry, because this is the low. So that's the thing. That's why it has a lot of things, but whatever. I'm just going to paint it like this. So select this, go into the geometry, isolate, so it's easier, and do this kind of stuff. Probably like from here to here. Blah 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 blah, like here. Row a little bit like this. Delete this one. Delete this one. And you can probably do it like this. Maybe another row selection one. Delete this. Delete this. So we have only from the middle up, and the middle is going to be a little tricky, but we believe in NG. So let's select all the up ones. Let's go into tools, use available now. We want to use selected influences only. So we have all this painted. Let's see how it's working. It should be super strong. So let's see. But it is super strong. I believe we are missing a couple in here. So it's fine, I think, because it's closing. So let's do the same for the bottom part. Let's select this. Let's do rear ledger. Lower. Do the magic selection. I'm probably going to do it this time a little bit like shorter, so we can have a little bit more like rowing opportunity. So I'm just going to delete this and do another one. And delete this. I believe it's fine there. So let's do all the lowers right up. I don't really care about this. Left down, those are the ones. And they have a lot. We should be doing it from the low resolution, not from the high, but all good. All good. So like this, and we just do a smooth pass again. And let's do it, a smooth thing, but with everything. Apply, apply. And this is how you skin the eyelids and the lips, because they have like the same system. So as you can see, it is working. We probably need a little bit of smooth outside, like in here. It's not liking the smooth. That's it's probably because just paint the smooth. So we're going to paint, and okay, now I just delete layer. I'm just going to I'm just going to can I do this and do like a new layer from it? No, I have no idea how to do this. So let's delete layer and merge everything. It should work, but I don't know why I did. So let's just merge. Oh fuck. We can probably just smooth this and it's going to work. So let's try it. Oop, working. And that's it. We can probably do like because as you can see, it's not closing like perfectly. So we can do a multiplier like 1.1 and 1.1, and it's going to be just working perfect now. And if we want to be like perfect, we can just do like a corrective in here, and that's it. And we can do stuff like this. I don't know why, but we can do it. Okay. And let's do a mirror. We are done with the eyes. As you can see, it's like super fast to skin. We just need to know like the, let's say this and do another one. You just need to know like the tips and tricks. And I've been receiving help from the team in the show that I have. Cesar, Alejandro, and Gaston have been like amazing, giving me tips. So it's super nice. You learn from your team. Like you need to trust your team because they have been helping me because they use it every day. I develop it, but they use it. So the user, the end user, is the one that is actually going to give you like feedback, like the good feedback that you need. So let's try now with the, I believe the lips, probably. Let's see. And there's an issue with the lips because it's meant to be for mouths, like the human mouth, not for animal mouths. I need to change it, but it's probably going to be like later. So it wasn't this one, was the helpers, face, and the lips. So let's see the lips. The controllers in the eyes. I forgot to show this. We can just like do this, and you go into eyes. We have all this. So you have a lot of movement. Then the lips. You in the lips have also a lot of movements. Again, this was done with the high, not with the low. So this one is the higher mouth. You just need to like to be careful about that if you receive a high and a low. I understand why we wanted to do in the high, but I believe it's better just to do it in the low and transfer everything to the high. Whatever. Let's see. Um, um, this is the up. Okay. What? Okay, all good. Let's just put it in the up. Let's just put this in the down. Let's go to the corners that are like the important ones. And for testing, currently we just are interested in the inside one, not in the outside one. Because the inside one is the one that is controlling the brick, the local brick. The outside one is controlling the, do you remember the commissures one that was like the curves? That one is controlling that one. How the fuck do I put this like in Word? I just need to scale it out in default. That's it. A little bit nicer. As you can see, this one doesn't move anything. Unless it's in rig mode, but currently it's in bench shape mode. So if you put it in rig, it's going to work. If you move this one, it's also going to work. So we're just going to use the lower one. And the thing that I mentioned, it's like if you see, if you rotate this one, it's like rotating weird because of the back of the mouth. So just hope animation doesn't really need it. If they need it, we just do like a bench shape for the fix. And let's do again the tip for the engine skin tools. It's the same trick, like it's not that fancy. Paint everything to null. This one doesn't have the skinning, the correct skinning. Why? Doesn't really matter. We just skin on bind the skin and go into the bind lifts. We do have all the joints in here, so let's do this skin and bind the skin. Bind everything to the. Oh, it's probably a Maya thing that they don't show in here because I did add them. Let's see, and it's on all black. Let's try engine. Maybe Maya is just being weird, so let's see. Initialize. This Maya being weird, so let's look for the null. Paint, replace, one. Again, I'm trying to duplicate. I'm not going to assign so I can do like the smooth at the end. Why I cannot duplicate this thing? Maya, there we go. But Maya is being weird, like so. Let's save just in case. 21 minutes. It's been a long time. It's going to be a long video. Probably after this one, I'm going to cut it into 2 parts because my bad. Like it's just something that cannot be like automated. It can be, but it's not that easy. So let's go. Finally, that's the only solution. Let's do it. We don't crack 90 joints. Fuck, like a lot of joints. Poor animator that is going to animate this thing. Let's just go for the up. Um, we just select this again. We just grab probably this one. Do like a grow. We don't care about this because we can just paint it black later. So there we go. Let's care a little bit about these ones. I believe something like this is good. Let's select all the ops, tools, select the selection, assign. Let's see the result by painting. Seems perfect. Let's do this one. Grow selection. This is way too much influence outside, so we don't really. Let's do like another one. Way too far. Way too far. All good because we only care about this for the mirror. Let's remove this. Let's do down. Tools, assign from closest. I didn't create it because I'm dumb sometimes. And whenever I move this controller, it should be moving all the down ones. I believe this is like a good range, but it can be a little bit better actually. But let's just do it by that now. Duplicate tools, set weight, smooth, for 10 a couple of times. Let's see if it's like too smoothed because we don't really want too smoothed. But all good. We may need to paint that again. Let's see. Let's paint a little bit of the smooth in here because I'm not liking this part. He's not liking the smooth either. So let's just wait for the best and do like a little bit of this again. All good, let's say. I'm just going to paint this. What is this? The fuck, I don't really. This is more like for the jab, for the lips. I don't really care about this. So we can just paint all this black. But it's rubbing a lot of the lip. It's because if you see the gums, I'm just going to sort it later. To be honest, you guys don't really need to see this. Let's try this one. Uh, we just do the correctives. This one is just for this one is just like a tweaker. We care about this one when we paint the commissar. This one is just like to tweak them out a little bit. So it's not perfect. I'm not liking this, to be honest, but let's see this. Yeah, it's a chimp. It needs to do this. This will be retouched later, but for now, I'm just going to save the video and continue in the next one because we can do a video. I don't really want to upload a lot of stuff, so let's do one video, okay? My bad. So we will be redoing this part because it wasn't nice. I don't really like the result. It works. I may need to ask the director of the idea to see what he's going to be doing, but I'm not liking it, so we may revisit it later. Probably off camera. You already see how it's done. It's the same of the eye. It's super fast, as you can see. Just don't need to be tweaks from time to time. Then we're going to be skinning. Oh fuck the brows. This one is not funny either. But we're just going to. This one is normal skinning, and a couple of correctives afterwards. So float, but it's going to be replaced. Float. I forgot to do the smooth the mirror in the lips. So let's paint this. This is going to be a blocking stage. So we just did like this. Just block it. Don't fear about the blocking. We just need to block it. It's layers. We can return to them like later. I just want to see like the why I'm not seeing the other giant. Probably this is too far. But again, we can just repaint. Too far again, but very good. And number 3. It's funny how this one turned out to be red with red, so you cannot see anything. Again too far, but too good. Then the last one. Again too far, just go to the null. This was red with red. What are the odds? Let's clean it a little bit. I believe we are missing a little bit of influence outside, so let's just do a couple of. We can also smooth it. Let's see how it's working. The main idea of this part, at least for now, is that the unit works like at this. Then we can just smooth it, and I believe these ones are working. So let's see, frown is kind of working. So I believe it's fine. So the way it's smooth 10, only one because I don't want the browser to be too smooth. And we can add correctives to preserve volume here and to squash it here. You actually have another module for the eyebrows, but for this one it was already set with this, so I didn't touch it. Is this one? It's a little bit more premium. It has some interesting stuff. We use it for like more precise kind of brows, but for this one is what it had. So let's do the correctives later. So up, down. I believe it has its range. It's not that bad. Like this one may need a little bit more, so let's add a little bit more to the first one. Paint. Just as surface because I don't want to touch anything back, but I want to add a little bit. Just a little bit, also from the back. I'm going to add a little bit more from the back in every back. And do like a quick smooth. Whoa. Whoa. nicely done thing. We have some simple routes. We can just remember that it's always good. I see like this. I don't want to spend too much time in every part because let's say I'm working in production and I focus too much in this part. I need to finish everything first. And this is how I see it. Finish everything first. So if the due date is for today and I don't have like a well polished product, at least I have something. And I prefer to deliver something than deliver one eyebrow that is good and don't deliver everything. So I'm just doing like a blocking pass for everything, and then afterwards I'm going to be like uh, finishing and perfect everything. Just going to mirror really fast the mouth. Let's go to the cheeks. In the cheeks, we have this. This is a little issue for a little for this character, because in the same body we have well the null that is we're going to assign to everything, and we have the cheek main that is this one that is going to be the pog, like. But we also have this in here that are not like that are in the same skin, but needs to like have its own skin. So probably the pop I'm going to assign like in here, and these ones are going to assign like in here, so we can tweak the emotions. So let's initialize it. Let's do the puff first. So in this create layer, probably going to duplicate it. I believe it's better. Well, I'm going to save another file, number 6. At least I try not to worry about the files, like they are just files. If they are too heavy, just save them in your hard drive or something external and delete them after you have something. But don't worry about much about files. Worry about what's important. So left cheek main is going to be probably like in here for now. So we can like move it. Then the 0 1. Oh fuck, see that's the issue. Like oh fuck, I'm working in his gun while working in engine, so that was my bad. Let's just use this one. This, let's just use this one. Replace by the one. Blocking first, then smoothing. Remember, that's important to remember. And don't try to smooth too hard. Like don't make a lot of smooth. Like do a little some smooth. Like I tend to give a lot of smooth. That's why I'm giving you the advice. Don't do it because that's my bad. Like I tend to exaggerate the smooth sometimes. And as a rigger, I prefer them like when I check in rigs, I prefer to have them like a little harder. So it's just hard sometimes to like decide what you want and what you don't want. So I guess it depends on the project also. But this one is a little bit more realistic. And I believe this is going to work fine. Let's see. That is fine. I believe we just grab it like this, working perfectly. Let's smooth it. There we go. We don't have this. We just want this to be like, so we can like poof a little bit. This one is a little bit for the nose, for where the mouth is like going up. Probably want to affect a little bit more in here. Just a little bit because let's add like a little bit. Yeah. So it looks like this a little bit fleshy. And this one is supposed to be like on the mouth, but I don't really want this amount of movement in the mouth, so let's just replace 0 and do like a smooth, because if I want to move the mouth, I use the mouth controllers, right? I don't use the chip controllers. So smooth. Let's look at this one. This one is usually like not that used, but when it frowns, it's useful to have it. So maybe I'm earning a little bit more of volume. It's fucked up in here, so let's paint. What it was too strong. And there we have it. To be honest, I don't really know how this is going to behave because it's the first time I'm doing a monkey. And it's a little bit weird anatomy, so we just probably need to test the animation and again finish it first. then worry about the stuff. No, mirror, it's mirror. But I have concerns about this part of this. Maybe I need to rethink a little bit more about maybe creating blogs specialized for monkey anatomy, not for human anatomy. It's, I believe it's pretty similar, but I haven't checked to be honest. So that's my bad. And the other one is this one. Let's see. Well, let's see. It's puffy. Maybe a little bit smooth in this part because it's way too strong. Let's see. If you have comments or concerns or want to give me like tips, I really appreciate it. I'm always happy to learn from you, so go ahead and do it. Mirror, we'll select the mirror, then save, then to the next one, that is the jaw. The jaw, I believe, is going to be easy. Then the hardwares and the mouth up, mouth down, mouth narrow, and mouth wide. So let's just do it. Let's wait to save. It's going to be 7. I don't believe it works, and now it's black. So maybe Maya fucked up my thingy. There we go. Oh, fuck, I need to say the 7 one. This thing do help, like when you're not working and want to finish stuff, because everybody knows that you have like personal projects, unfinished personal projects. It's hard to finish them, but again, you need to finish them first and then perfect them. That's the idea. That's at least my idea. I don't know if you have seen like that video that is called "Finish Not Perfect." I do consider it super important because, for example, this is the version 3 of my auto rig. I have had like version 1 and 2 that was, well, you know the videos, you know the channel, and this one is way better, way more complex. So finish it, then improve it. I will never have done this at the first try. So let's go to the jaw. Fuck, the jaw was messed up in the build. So fuck. I don't really want to rebuild. So I'm just going to rebuild the jaw. For doing that, I delete the jaw in here, the jaw in here, and the jaw in the bind. So where is the bind? There is the bind. Ah, fuck. I hate this that I didn't group it, but let's do it real fast. It's up. Jaw bind, upper, and I believe that's it. And let's see. Yeah, it's working. So let's rebuild only the jaw. Let's open this thing and see what happened. I have no idea why that happened. So let's see. Probably I need to rotate them instead of translating. Then we go into the mutant build. We go into the face. We go into the jaw. Jaw guide is well placed, but probably needs to be rotated and not translated. So let's see. It's as easy as just like do it like this and like this, and the upper is upper. Then we go into this one. That's probably why the guy have it like this. Probably something I need to recheck, but let's build it because remember I rotate them. Let's save it like this, and it's good that it happened in video because you can see me like debugging, so that's something good, I believe. Let's see. It's heavy. This file is heavy. Let's see. Let's wait. It will be super annoying in this video, get like corrupted or something. And then we just select the jaw block and click build selected block. Just reveal because of it's because the visibility as you see it's because we have the attributes still in the visibility. Let's just There we go. Just go into here and go into the Javans. I believe are this one. Edit attributes. Is delete attributes. Also this one. I'm not sure if it works. Let's see. That's the guide. That's the one. Because it's blocked. So unlock. Delete. Delete. There we go. And we can just select. Well, save, select, and build. Let's see. Build selected block, build, just rebuild. It has been built. Build successfully, except build so it works. Okay, nice, fine. And if we go into helpers and go into it's going to appear. And fuck, why is it like doing this? That's so annoying. But it's so. That's the lower one, as you can see. And whenever it reaches 0, that's the upper one. What I'm thinking is this thing. Let's open this and try something. What I'm thinking is I just place it, not rotate the upper one, and just translate these ones. And forgive me because this has been like developed like a long time ago, so I don't remember. This was like February or March or something. And as I told you, I'm not the one using this every day, so these guys are used to this. I'm not used to this, so let's just wait for it. I'm just going to pause it. Nice, this thing just open. This is the guide. Don't do this. Do this and this instead. Let's try it. Let's just make sure it's fine. I believe and select the block. And be selected. Just rebuild. And it builds and it's looking nice. So let's see. Yeah, that was the solution. So my bad, guys. I did fucked up. This depends on how you like the jack controller. I usually just do it like this. There are people that like to do it like a little bit more like this. That is also fine. So for this one, I just want to do it like this, and this works. It's like moving the upper one. Let's skin it. For skinning it, we can do like bind from selected block and run it. Fuck. Oh wow, but it's because okay, it's because the already existed, but it has already been skinned. So delete it just to make sure it works. So select body bind, it will build, and now this one have the skinning with the upper and lower that we didn't. Okay, fine. For the skinning, let me take a skinning position, bring back again. I was like in the fixing position. Now I'm going to the one that you probably cannot hear my mic because I'm like farther away. Initialize, null, paint, float. Then for the we can probably do like sub selection, trip, and a trick. So we can do like we can just do like select one and whoa. Whenever you see like a red going like stronger like in the middle, you need to stop like this, for example. Let's try this. Well, we can finish like the topper one, so let's just make sure it's finished. Let's try this. And we go into set weights, replace one. Let's see if this works. Oh, it's the bind with paint. As you can see, it's painting with soft selection. So we can do like this. And it's kind of doing something nice, I think. It's like a night shape. It can be smoothed, but I believe it's working fine. My bad. Let's do a sub-selection trick again for the upper part. but like this probably. Upper part, set, paint. Let's see. No, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty good as you can see, and it's moving the nose. I like that, to be honest. I like that. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Let's do a smooth of 5 a couple of times. I don't know why if it's the same doing like a couple of times 5 or just one thing, but for me, I don't know, psychologically it makes sense to do a couple of 5s instead of doing 110. So I like what I'm seeing, to be honest. We also have like side to side, so we can like, but it's like a little snappy. So I'm recording to do like a 5 in here. Again, a little snappy, but it's like going to follow a little bit. So if you need this or you need them to follow like completely, you can just do this. So just some stuff. We also, this is fucking ugly. Let's make it better. It was looking nice from the side, but from the top, oh my god. Uh, a little better. Let's save this and next step. So as you can see, spinning is not that bad. It's just taking time and knowing the tricks. Because this one is going to take us probably like an hour and a half, and then replace the controllers, and that's it. And for replacing the controllers, just go into Mutant and click File, Load Controllers, and mirror in case you want to mirror them. Like you can click Mirror and you want to mirror them. For at least for the lips, we remember we changed one, so going to them doing them. We're just going to do click and load, and that's it. And let's see what is next. Doing this was a mistake, but let's see. Now is the nose. Ah, fuck, I hate this block. Let's just paint the nose. This is like a fuck. The nose should have started like from this, from here. Hmm. Fuck, I forgot this guy. I don't really want to reveal, but it's not that hard. So let's do it. Like bye, bye, bye. By nose. Just make sure it has. Ah, we don't have a bind nose because remember we. No, it is a new block, so it probably doesn't have the auto bind. So let's just see. It doesn't have a skin, so let's just go into the miscellaneous group and control tools just to rebuild. Miscellaneous nose origin rig group. Oh wow, that sounds so fancy. And in the controllers, we just go controllers. Nose origin controllers. Oh wow, fancy. And we just do node block, unhide this. And there is the fucking guide. So let's just place it like on here. Something like this looks fine. But I need 0, so what I'm going to be doing is just doing like a locator in here and a panning constraint, so I can move this one independently and do like 0. Delete the locator. Fuck. How can I delete this without body like this and like this? And select this block. Build selected block, build, release. Error. Again, the attributes. So Control C until I cannot Control C again. Okay. We just unlock this. Select this, edit, delete attributes. Fine, nose, be selected, just rebuild. There we go. Now fuck this shit. Let's go to the bind ones. We also need the null one, but I believe it's the first one. Or maybe the last one. Null local joint, select this one, a screen, minus screen with selected. Apply and close. Initialize. Null have everything. And let's start from the beginning. This one is not that fun, to be honest. I hate it a little bit, but well. And this nose is a little bit weird, so it's not the best to do, not the funniest to do. But it's because it's just like an FK chain. There's not like a lot of automation we can do if we want to make them like look nice. So let's just do it a little rough, and then we clean it with the. What's the bridge? The bridge is probably just this one. Then we have the top one that is going to be this one. Then we have the origin one. Oh, that sounds so fancy. Origin. It's going to be all this. Then the bridge. Okay. Then the tip. Boop. Then the nostril. Just all the hole. Then the end of the nostril. Just to have like a little bit of thing. What I want to make sure it's not touching like this. So why it's mirror. Let's see. Whatever, I'm just going to smooth it and call it a day because I don't really want to do this, to be honest with you guys. So let's see. Okay, all the fancy controllers are in the other geometry. I'm just going to be turning this. I'm getting tired, to be honest with you guys. Like, it's been a lot of time, 1 hour moving. Let's just make sure it's like moving properly. So I'm just going to. Oh fuck! The base doesn't have any screening. What's the base, anyways? Like, the base is like in here. Let's just go to the null and make sure it's like not doing anything that crazy. Just going to click and paint like outside because we're going to smooth it again. So just making sure the limits and smooth and mirror, and that's it. Let's see. I mean, it works. Just one controller, and if I turn on the visibility, we're going to be having a lot of controllers, so we can just check it really fast. This is all the nostril, this is like the tip, this is like the from the top, this is only the top. We have one that is just an FK chain, and this is only the tip. Probably the tip needs a little bit more love, so let's paint a little bit more of the tip. Let's add just like a couple of mirror, mirror again. I mean, this one in a little bit more human will make sense because it's just the tip, but in here it'll make sense. I believe animator can animate like a little in case they want to do like with this one. So all good. Let's start our day because I'm getting like tired, real tired, to be honest. Let's grab more fuel, but we don't really have more fuel left, so let's see. We're only missing the mouth up, down, and white. I'm going to be doing the up just because I'm tired again. So for doing the up, this is actually a trick that I learned from a friend. It was a super nice trick, so let's just do it that way. We just do like this. Initialize everything going to the null again. It's actually be automated like the null part, but it's not that hard, so whatever. We just place it in surface because we don't really want to have like nothing like in the middle. And select like a joint. I'm going to save just in case. Let's see. This is so long of a video, but 1 hour to paint with like one face is super nice. So it's not that bad, and it's like I believe this is a complete face, like it's not an easy face to do. So, and you probably will learn something. So just go to the to wherever this thing is closer, probably this one, and do like a like this, and do sideways. Well, the paint, the replace float with the left. Just going to mirror it, and wherever you have this one working, you just need to go to the lips. That's the part that doesn't make more sense because I probably need to fix that. Because remember, this is the controller for the commissure. So let's go. Let's just have it like in here so we can select it. And go to mount up, select this. And oh fuck, it's too fast. But, it's not looking nice. It's too far. Maybe a smooth. Because we are going to be doing correctives for this, so it's going to be like an ass shape, stretching this one. I don't know if it's going to be on video, but I believe we need more range, to be honest. And we can delete this, but we want to like achieve a better smile, so we need more faces. So let's paint, let's flood it, and let's delete the parts that we don't really need. So null. We're going to be replacing, and it's going to be all this. Just a smart. Maybe we need to do this with a little bit more care. So let's see. Let's do a couple of smuts. To this looking nicer. I don't like it, so let's go back a little bit. It's actually better not to Control C. Let's just put the controller on 0. This controller on 0 and go back and redo it. That's the good part about like Kenji. If I did like the ledger, it would be like way better, but I didn't do the ledger, so let's just do it like probably with less, but with something like this. Let's try it. Let's move a little bit more close to the center. I wish I can remove like let's try it again, but left commissure float. Select the controller, going up 0.5, probably fine. Let's just paint like a normal paint, like with a little bit of love, removing all these faces that we don't really want. Maybe do we do want those? This is harder than I expected to be. So I believe we can just like do correctives in this one. So let's try one more time. Again, I forgot to do this one. You see, I'm getting tired and I'm making mistakes. That's why you probably better finish everything and then like do stuff, because if you need to do stuff later, you're going to be doing mistakes. So that's why it's important that you are not really that tired and you don't overwork, because this thing happens. This is Saturday. I don't really want to be skinning, but I did say that I was going to finish this for today, so I need to do it for today. There we go. This is better. We can work with this because we probably went to like, wow, I believe it's working. Now we just grab this face and copy to the other faces. To this, and body squash, we don't really need it. And let's go to complete again whip. So let's see, let's open the final one just to test all the commissures. It's low res. It's because I need to open up the. This one is going to be deleted, and then in the skull we need to activate the blend shapes of the locals. So let's go into rig, hide this. We go into the skull local one and turn this on. These are the correctives. I'm going to delete this now, and I don't really need it. And let's do this. Why it's not working? Body skull. Maybe interesting. Let's delete this and do them again. It's just doing like this and this. And skull. And create plane shape and turning them on. And let's call locals or something, maybe like. Why is this not working? Maybe I need to turn the. Maybe I was maybe because maybe I delete the ones that you remember those have two. Probably I deleted the wrong one. So let's do it again. From body to the low, create, turn on. And I believe it's working. It moves something. So let's see. It has two now. What the fuck? Let's do one. What the fuck? Let's do this one. Body school to this one. Create. Yeah, fine. Body school. I have one of this one is moved. Let's just select all the controllers. Asterisk underscore control. 0. There we go. And then we have this one. That is moving a little bit. It's not moving that much. Even though in the skull was moving a lot. Why is this not moving a lot? Maybe it was the skinning. I'm not sure, but let's see. We put this one. Oh, fuck. Maybe it's because the remap. I'm not sure. Let's see. Maya is doing weird stuff, as you can see. Like whenever I put one in this, it's going crazy. But whenever I do it like this, it's not going crazy. So we're probably going to close and open Maya. I'm just going to. It's like not loading like the blend sheet properly or something. See, probably this one is not going to work also. So it's super weird. Like I'm going to debug this one off camera. In this video, we're going to be doing like the correctives with this one working. I have no idea why. Probably going to do this video tomorrow. So I believe that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or something, let me know in the comments. And probably I will never see them, but if I do, I will try to respond to you. Bye.